What is going on, everybody? It is Monday. I'm starting my 4,000 calories today. I'm going to dive into why I'm doing 4,000 calories, but first, before I do that, I have to start cooking for 4,000 calories. We slaughtered the lambs yesterday, so I've got a whole half of a lamb, minus the shoulder, so I've got the whole rib cage, the back strap, tenderloins, hind quarter, and everything but the shoulder. So we're going to put that on the Traeger right now, have that smoking. We're about to train delts and, what else? Delts and chest? Delts and back. Hypertrophy back, heavy delts. Let's do it.
So, what up?
We got Crystal hard at work, Kara hard at work. Brandon's riding the clock as always. No, I'm just joking. That's the going joke right here. Can you hold the camera for me as I load the grill?
Yes.
There you go. It's rolling.
Oh.
Alright, so we have our lamb here. This is the one of the rib cage. We got the back strap and everything there. We have the hind quarter here. So let's load up the Traeger. I might need your help too, Brandon.
Alright, I'm coming.
And there's a set of hands.
In the meantime, look at that cutie.
Alright. Wow, that beauty. Let's go out to the grill here. That fit right there.
I think so.
Boom. Check it out.
Oh. Hi.
Ready to work out?
Yeah.
What you putting in there?
I'm putting creatine in there.
Creatine.
I'm going to put some branched chain amino acids as well. And people are going to ask, you do not have to take this stuff. You don't even have to take creatine. But I have it. I figured I'd go ahead and use it. And, yeah. So you can, but you don't have to, okay?
Boom. I'm taking creatine as well. Sorry we have the mess in the lamb over there still. Creatine as well. And then I've been taking this. We just got this. It's a BHB gummy worm. The gummy worm is not overpowering. It's kind of a weird flavor, but it's not too bad. But there's 100 milligrams of caffeine in there. Pretty good stuff. Alright, y'all, so today is going to get crazier and crazier as the day progresses. I've got calls starting at 11 p.m. I've got 2 marketing calls back to back and then a client call after that. Just published a podcast with John Wood. Just finished editing a video, so I'm going to try and knock out this workout. Go hard, go heavy. Here we go. Alright, y'all, that concludes the workout. Heavy delts, hypertrophy back. How you feel, baby?
Good.
I got sweat in my eyes. So since this is the beginning of the 4,000 calories, I wanted to get some progress pictures. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Get a little progress shot. Let you know where I'm at. I woke up at 178 pounds this morning, 2.8 on the keto meter, and around 12 to 14% body fat. So, posing update. Alright, so I'll give you a little idea where I'm at now. I have not yet broken my fast other than that coffee this morning, so I'm pretty flat right now. I'm excited to see what I look like when I fill out a little bit after I get a meal in me, but not too disappointed with how I'm looking going into this 4,000 calorie surplus. I'm gonna take a DEXA afterwards. I took a DEXA not too long ago, so that's where I got that 12 to 14% body fat. I'm gonna take another DEXA in about 3 months, so get ready for that. Alright, y'all, this looks a little smoky in here. Crystal's cooking up lunch. What have we got cooking? Wowzers! Can't even see. What are you doing, baby?
Okay, well, first of all, it wasn't my
pretty good,
fault. I've never cooked salmon before, but also it's just the air fryer. It wasn't really my fault. There's just too much grease in there that was making a bunch of stuff. So clean out your air fryer before you use it.
Alright, y'all, so we have our bone broth, and here is my meal numero uno. The macros on this, so I have my coffee in the morning, MCT powder, and I haven't had my maca powder yet, but I'll have that at some point. Meal 1, I've got 2 eggs, half an avocado, 1 ounce of goat cheese, bone broth, sauerkraut, 8 ounces of salmon, and 1/4 of a keto brick, which is 1,015 calories. That's what it looks like. Meal number 1, breaking the fast. What are you having, baby?
6 eggs, 85 grams of avocado, an ounce of cheese. That was supposed to be liver. It did not go well.
The raw liver.
It did not go
You're
well.
not part of the raw liver gang?
Yeah, I've got it like all over my shirt too. It's disgusting. I am not part of the raw liver, frozen liver, whatever. It's disgusting. I'm gonna grind it in my beef probably later this week, but for now I have like little pills that I'm gonna be swallowing rather than liver. And also bone broth.
Kara's just trying to breathe because it's so smoky in here. Oh, the chaos. Alright, y'all, part 2 of the day's meals. Check out this nastiness. We have a matcha drink made by Crystal that smells disgusting.
It smells like matcha and maca.
We have cod liver oil, or no, cod livers, which I haven't tried yet, but it looks kind of gross. So I'm gonna try these on camera here. Nutritional powerhouse, but they don't look too appetizing. So cod liver down the hatch. Here we go. It's actually not too bad. It's pretty subtle. Wanna try a bite?
No.
All for me. Alright, Brandon's always wanting to get on the vlog. Today he's on the vlog.
That's
How you
for
been,
a
bro?
good thing, yeah.
How you been, man?
I've been better.
What happened?
I've been better. Well, I came over here to get ready to take everyone's packages to the post office to have them sent off, and I come in and Kara tells me that there is a giant wasp in here that is victimizing her. And so I see the wasp, and it is huge. And so, you know, I
Your
go
cop
after...
reflexes kick in.
Yeah, I've got to take it down. And I took it down along with a $300 monitor.
Boom, look at this. This is our monitor.
The wasp is dead.
That was a $300 wasp.
That was an
life.
expensive wasp, yeah.
What was your weapon of choice?
So it was a broom.
The broom?
Yes, yeah.
You look
Particularly
pretty...
because it was on your lights, so, you know, I didn't want to damage the lights. So I thought I could get them against the wall or on the floor, and then I could crush them there. But I crushed
What do you think about this?
I think it's hilarious.
Think it's hilarious?
Uh-huh.
He looked pretty pretty vicious with that broom.
I walked in like after that had happened, and he's still standing there, like I think halfway frozen from it, but also just staring at this wasp.
You feel safe now?
I do. I feel $300 safer.
$300 safer. It was a good computer. Alright, so let me just get to the bottom of why I'm going to be consuming 4,000 calories for a second here. After my first competition, actually not my first competition, my first keto competition, I did that 4,000 calorie 21-day challenge that Jason Whitrock started, and I documented that whole thing on YouTube. Saw a lot of success with that, but I'm going to be doing something different with this 4,000 calorie. This is going to be for a much longer period of time. It's going to be for at least about 3 months, so July, August, September, possibly October, but definitely July, August, and September. And the main point being is to ramp up my metabolism. So a lot goes into metabolism and kind of how it's impacted, what you can do to manipulate things, but I'm going to explain that in greater detail. There's actually 4 or 5 slides from my KetoCon presentation that spoke specifically towards metabolism and how to kind of use caloric manipulations to tweak your metabolism. So I'm just going to dive into my computer right now and show you those slides and kind of walk through what those slides illustrate, so stay tuned. Alright, so this is the portion of my slide, my KetoCon presentation on metabolism. Again, I'm going to put up this entire presentation once I get the file. But here we have caloric deficit and metabolism. So this basically illustrates the fuel, so the calories you're taking in. Again, there's a lot more variables at play than just calories alone, but this is the variable that we're going to be discussing. So the fuel equates to your total caloric intake, the food, and the fuel you're consuming. So let's just say, using myself here as a hypothetical example, I'm at 2,500 calories. I start tapering that intake down. The gray line represents calories, the red represents metabolism, and the blue represents body fat. So as I'm taking everything down, my body fat also decreases and my metabolism also gradually decreases as well. Because your body's smart, as your food drops down, as your fuel drops down, your body's going to want to be, conserving its energy, and your metabolism is going to drop to follow suit. So the next thing we have is chronic undereating. If you are, this is how people damage their metabolism. If they've been in a chronic caloric deficit for far too long, like sub 1,000 calories, there's definitely a point of diminishing returns. Your metabolism is just going to basically flatline or get worse. And this is the interesting part. Look at that blue line. Look at the body fat. So once you hit this metabolic floor, your body's not going to start losing body fat. It's not going to continue to lose any body fat. You might lose a little bit initially, but once you hit that floor, again, your body's smart. If you're not taking in very much fuel, your body's instantly going to take what you do give it and basically store it as body fat, because it's not sure of when the next intake is going to happen. It's not sure when it's going to get more food. So whatever you give it, it readily converts to body fat as a survival mechanism. So this is not good. This is why you don't want to be at a caloric deficit for very long. Maintenance, this is healthy and sustainable. It's basically you're, pretty much taking in the same amount of food on a day-to-day basis. Your energy activity is about the same. Energy expenditure is about the same. Everything's more or less dialed in. You're not really seeing any increase in strength or muscle. You're not really seeing any decrease in body fat, but you're pretty much just maintaining. Not a bad thing, but not really where I want to be. I want to constantly push the needle forward in some form or fashion. So caloric surplus and metabolism. As calories get higher, your metabolism also ramps up to follow suit. This is where you're going to be kind of in a building phase. This is what allows you to build muscle. Again, there's a lot more variables at play. There's a lot of factors that go into building muscle, but generally speaking, you want to be in a caloric surplus, so that you're taking in enough fuel to fuel the creation of more muscle tissue. So that's what that looks like, rough sketch. Then this can also kind of help repair any metabolic damage that you've been sustaining from doing a competition prep or just being in a caloric deficit for too long. When I did my 6,000 calorie experiment a few months back, this was a pretty good indicator that my metabolism was ramped up, because it increased what my baseline, homeostatic metabolic point was by about 500 calories or so. Cons of caloric surplus. So there is a point of diminishing returns. You can't consume excess calories inevitably and expect your body not to respond poorly. At some point, your metabolism is going to flatline. Your metabolism is not going to continue to increase as your calories increase, but your body fat will start to trend upwards. So you don't want to do this. Force feeding is not fun. So this is the main slide that I want to focus on here. And I wish I had a pointer that I can kind of illustrate, but I don't. So just bear with me. So in the beginning there, we're starting at about 2,500 calories. We're dropping that down gradually. Body fat's dropping to follow suit. Metabolism is slowly dropping as well. And then we start, that would represent like a contest prep, or when you're trying to lose body fat, shape up for some event, a competition, something of that nature. Basically, you're losing body fat during that first portion. You don't ever take your calories too low. I think that graph illustrates about 1,500 calories or so at the lowest. Once you reach that point, you need to start reverse dieting and increasing your calories so that everything else follows suit. Your metabolism is going to increase as well. Your body fat's going to gradually increase some, but not near to the point it was when you first started. So basically, you're resetting what your baseline is. You're resetting what your homeostatic set point is, so that each time you cycle through this, you're starting out at a better position. You have a better metabolism, higher metabolic ceiling, higher caloric intake, and lower body fat intake. So you're basically setting yourself up for more and more success the more times you cycle through this. There in the last quarter of this graph, you see calories taking a pretty significant bump from about 3,000 to 3,500 or so. And metabolism bumps up to follow suit as well, and then it starts dropping off. That's not something that you want to do for an extended period of time, about 3 months or so total. That is what I'm going to be doing with this 4,000 calorie for 3-month experiment. By taking in additionally, I'm probably at a baseline of about 3,000 or 3,500 calories now. So when I bump that up to about 4,000 calories, my metabolism is going to ramp up. And once that flatlines, I'm going to drop the calories back down. But by increasing my calories very strategically for that 3-month period, my metabolism is going to get a bump. My body fat might go up a little bit, but it's not going to be a very big increase. I'm not really worried about it. I might see a gain in muscle mass, a gain in strength, which is all positive. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to make the most of the next few months from a building standpoint. So basically, I'm going to be ramping up calories there. And that is pretty much what we've got on those slides. All right, y'all. Moment of truth right here. Got the lambs, been smoking all day long at a low temperature. See if they're looking good. Woo, look at that. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, y'all, so normally I would have one more large meal of 75-25 ground beef, a pound of that, 2 ounces of liver, some salmon roe, and what else is there? That cod liver, which I already ate, and then I would have a Colina brand yogurt. It's like it's a nut-based yogurt, isn't it, babe? Coconut-based yogurt, so it's super low carbs, and the remaining quarter of the keto brick. But since we had the lamb today, the lamb's not going to be on the menu on most days. That was just an oddity because we had those lambs that we slaughtered yesterday. So not normally going to have lamb, so my macros are normally going to be set pretty solid. But currently I'm 37 grams short on fat and 34 grams on protein, so I need a good 1-to-1 ratio meal option. And I don't want to have anything in the house, so I'm trying to talk Crystal into going to Natural Grocers with me. You ready to go, baby?
Ready to go. I saw this sign, and then I told Robert that has to be legit. Oh, man. 4 for 4 meal spicy chicken. McChicken.
Yeah, something tells me that there's not panda massaged meat in those McChicken patties. Natural Grocers. What you gonna get, babe?
No idea.
No idea. Crystal's feeling pretty poorly right now. Why you feel poorly, baby?
Why are you smiling? I don't know.
She's still a sweetheart, though. Alright, y'all, so here we are at Natural Grocers. Let me show what I got. We got some Teton water sausages. I got several different flavor varieties here.
Can I do a shout out real quick?
Sure.
I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my Instagram page next week with Teton Waters.
Yes, they're really good. They don't have any crazy preservatives or probiotics or prebiotics or not biotics, but antibodies. I can't even talk straight. They don't have any crazy nitrates, all that jazz. But they're good stuff. They're not quite a one-to-one, but they're really good macro toppers. I'm gonna have 2 of these Chomps venison sticks. So 2 of these and 2 of these, and I'll hit my macros. I also got some like partly fermented cucumber pickles because they're tasty, and I'll kind of alternate these with the sauerkraut. This is the yogurt that I'm going to be getting, and it is, let's see here, 2 grams of total carbs for the entire container, so pretty good there. And I'm a huge fan of this brand kombucha. Kombucha is made with sugar, but it's fermented, and most of it gets eaten by the cultures that are in there. So I don't drink a whole bottle a day, but like half a bottle a day, and I don't know, it just gives me some variety. I feel good when I drink it, and I read up on this guy's company. He's got a good business model, so I'll support him by drinking his stuff. And that pretty much concludes what we've eaten today, what the 4,000 calorie for 3-month goal is, and all that metabolic reset jazz. So we'll see you tomorrow.